Okay, right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is a video that I've been meaning to make for quite a long time. So I was approached recently, and I regularly get approached by companies wanting to send me stuff. And as you know, as a physio, I'm really hot on keeping basically to what I feel is, ethically and morally right. And I won't promote products that people tell me they want me to say how wonderful they are. Anyway, so I was approached by this company, and at first I was a bit, do you know what? So I'm not sure I want to do this, but I sent them back a really honest email and said, I'll make a video as long as you're happy for me to be totally honest and independent. They emailed back and said, absolutely, we want you to produce an honest video. Obviously, they just asked that I didn't kind of make the company or put the company into disrepute and all that kind of stuff, which is not me. I'm going to remain professional. Anyway, so the company, Hydragun. This is a massage gun, and for those of you that know me, this is going to be an interesting review and one that I'm actually quite keen and apprehensive to make. So let's get unboxing and see what we've got. Box here, so let's take this out. I'm going to try and make this a bit quick because this is not an unboxing video. Nice, it's the runner's guide, but anyway, back with that. Hydragun, all the bits involved. Ba-da! Hydragun, nice case. Carry handle. The future of recovery is now. I'll be the judge of that. Okay, so far, I must admit, it feels really high quality. And there she is, he is, they are. And nice little card. Again, it's the runner's guide, but hey, I'm not picky. Nice little card there. Excited to have you experience firsthand our flagship Hydragun sports recovery massage device can boost your performance and recovery. I'm gonna say that might not be quite the case, but we're gonna have a little look. All right, so we've got the actual device here. Actually feels really nice, to be honest. Yeah, I like that. That is solid. Nice. Okay. And then loads of other doobies. I've no idea what all this lot here looks quite masochistic. Is that the right word? Looks a bit kind of dodgy. This is not that type of video. Just in case you're watching this and getting excited, wrong video if you're thinking anything dodgy or naughty. So that's what you get inside. You get some other bits and pieces. Recovery starts here, so nice instruction book, tells you all kind of settings and whatnot. Okay, so that is the Hydragun. So far, in terms of a quality product, it feels really nice. So I'll get to how much this costs later on, but so far, yeah, it's put together really nicely. And appreciate them sending it across to me. Let's have a little talk about it. The Hydragun. Right, so as I said, I am not being paid for this. This is being sent to me for free, but on the proviso that I can be as honest as I want to about the product, of which I'm going to be. I'm not going to be rude like some people about these sorts of things, but at the same time, I'm not going to give you a load of rubbish information. I'm just going to be as evidence-based, although that is limited with these sorts of things at the moment. So the Hydragun, first of all, this is not cheap, all right? So this I must admit, it feels incredibly well built. It feels very solid. I feel like I could drop this on the floor and absolutely nothing would happen to it. currently retailing at £269. That I feel is going to play a big part in this review. So what my plan is with this is to give you a review of the product. I'm going to use it. I've just today been on a 10-mile run after not running for around about 2.5 months properly. So I'm about 2.5 hours post-run. Muscles are already feeling really sore. So I'm thinking this is a really good time to put something like this to the test. But I thought we'll start with some of the evidence and research around these things. So do they enhance your performance? No. There is no research out there to say that they improve performance. Do they improve your recovery? Now that's more of an interesting question. So in theory, no, there's nothing to say they enhance your recovery. However, what they have been shown to do is reduce your DOMS. So DOMS is a delayed onset muscle soreness. It's the feeling you get when you've worked your muscles really hard. You'll have made micro damage to the muscle, which is what you need to drive adaptations and get stronger and fitter and faster, etc. So you get that muscle soreness. And sometimes that muscle soreness can make training the next day or even the day after that really uncomfortable and quite difficult. Again, there's no research to say you're at more risk of injury running and training on DOMS. However, we've all been there. It's not comfortable. And actually, the majority of the time, if your legs are feeling really, really sore, you're just not going to train. So if there's something that can reduce that soreness, i.e. these things, then actually, could it improve your recovery? Maybe in terms of feeling good, feeling better. And I suppose when you look at performance, you could argue that if this allows you to train the next day or the day after that because you're feeling less sore, then I suppose in a very roundabout way, you could say there is a potential to improve performance because you can train more consistently. That's my take on it. Again, as I said, very well put together. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to test it. I'm going to wait for my legs to really start feeling sore. They're already starting to feel quite sore going up the stairs. Then tomorrow I'm expecting them to feel worse. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for them to feel like they're worse. And I'm going to use this. And I'm going to see. I know my body after sort of 15 years or so of running. I'm never using one of these before. I know how my body responds to DOMS. And I know how long it'll take. So I'll have a relatively good idea as to whether this actually helps. Again, there's also that placebo effect. I'm not going to kind of cloud the fact that this is some of this, the effects of it will be psychological, which is fine. I'm not against that. But I think it's just important to realise what they do and don't do. £269. That is a lot of money. It is very well put together, and I can, it's a well-engineered, probably a very well-engineered product. I'll see when I use it. Still a lot of money. You could argue that massage and foam rolling have an equal or similar effect. Are they as effective? We don't know. The research is lacking on this stuff. It isn't up to date. They're relatively new. These have only really been coming to market over the last couple of years. So it's hard to say what they do and what they don't do in terms of long-term studies and follow-up, etc. But where we're at the moment, the only thing that they've been shown to definitely do is reduce DOMS, reduce that muscle soreness. But is that good enough? If you've got £269, then potentially it is. But a lot of you haven't got that kind of spare cash sitting around. Do you absolutely have to have one of these to have the edge? No, you don't. Are they going to be a nice thing to have if you can afford it? Probably. I should imagine so. I'm going to find out. I'm quite excited to have one, I'll be honest. But I've never, ever thought to buy one myself out of my own pocket, out of my own money. But we'll see. Right, I'm going to get on and use it. I'll let you see how it goes. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to use the Hydragun on one leg and not on the other. That way I feel, again, this is no randomized control trial or anything crazy like that, but I feel that might give me a bit of an idea as to the effects of this best. So first of all, you've got really easy dial at the end there, if you can see that. And then all you're doing is you're pressing the on button, gives you a battery indicator up there, and then you can go between, so dodgy, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's on your highest level. Now I've had a little play with this. I believe the 6 is really your only option. I'm sure there are other reasons why they have in their minds other settings, but let's see what it's like. Okay, so I'm going to start with my quads. So we're just going to work through the quad there. I'm pushing quite hard in to try and get some sort of benefit. Oh, that's quite sore. Oh, that's sore. Oh. So, before I became a physio, I started as a sports massage therapist. And I'm starting to feel sorry for sports massage therapists with this, because this is, that feels quite nice. You get that same feeling that you know, that pain that's good, but really not good, but you know it's a nice pain, it's really odd. Now, as we know from massage, it doesn't have to be as specific as we once thought, or especially, well, when I did my courses in sports massage, we were led to believe and told that we had to do it a certain way. It's not that technical. So with this gun here, some of my subcutaneous fat there rippling away nicely. As I say, I haven't run properly for 10 weeks and I can feel it. That is really quite sore. Stops as soon as you're finished. Working through rec fem nicely. It's feeling better. It's feeling better. Nice. I wonder if I can find an area that's quite sore. Where are we? And then focus that area on there. See. Oh yeah. And that feels fine now. Really sore, very quickly. It's powerful. Whew, okay. Not sure what that's on there. That feels really good. Very similar to having a sports massage. It gives you that relief afterwards. Real kind of quite a lot of pain afterwards. Can now see, you probably can't see in there, but this leg's gone quite red, potentially increasing a bit of blood flow. Who knows? We don't know. Feels quite nice, I must admit. It's painful. That is now a little bit warmer, but it feels good. So far, feels good. And tops number 6 is powerful. You put a bit of extra pressure in there, and that is bone-chillingly hard work, on there. Just out of interest, with one, I can imagine that's a bit more soothing. Again, I'm particularly paying attention to the quads because if any of you have been for a sports massage, it's a particular area that you usually find gets quite sore, especially as that you start getting into that muscular tendinous junction, in and across. That's quite nice as well. So that's on 1. I'm sure there'll be a reason in the book that tells you why you might want to use each setting. So again, there's also loads of different attachments. I'm not going to go through them all. I might try them and see if there is any difference and then come back and let you know. So first off, it's pretty good. It's just like a sports massage. And it's powerful enough to, I think, kind of make you feel like it's potentially doing something. So test 1 feels good. Right, next up, calves. Let's give my calves a bit of a go. They are starting to feel pretty sore. They're actually not as bad as I thought they would be. It's much more in my quads, but I can still feel them. So let's give it a go on the calves. So for this, I'm going to drop the camera down, see where we go. So I'm going to hold it down, let the battery lights come on, onto 1, up to 6. I'm already quite apprehensive about this. My calves are I've always been very tender to massage, so I'm going to turn that down. So here we are. Good reason to have different settings. Ooh. Okay, I'm not going to talk too much because that is painful. Slightly better there. As that muscle gets used to it, it's not guarding so much. So quite a lot of time with massage, you know, you get that initial pain which wears away. It's quite often just your body allowing or not being so threatened with that. So that is pretty much as I can. As you can see, my muscles are not liking that. So I'm using a very light amount of pressure there, and that is on level 2. And you can see as I go down there, if you watch this, my calf muscle flicks very slightly like that, almost guarding that because of pain. But it's bearable. It's not nice, but it's bearable. Again, it's that massage pain where you kind of feel it's sort of a good pain. Now again, it's probably a good time to talk about the pain when you get from massage. It's not an essential part. I've been to massage therapists that almost you feel like they're doing it because they feel that if they cause you lots of pain, that's going to make you think they're doing something more. Absolutely not the case. Massage can have a place in recovery. It can make you feel better, as like I said, able to train more consistently potentially. There's a reason the elites get it done regularly. So recently being at the Commonwealth Games, it was a big part of the elites regimes. So I'm going to carry on doing this. I'm not going to make you watch me the whole time. So far again, so good. It's given me a very similar effect to a sports massage. Pop that up there. So yeah, I'm pretty happy so far. Would I spend £269? Possibly still not. But if you've got it, this is so far a pretty good example. Right, on to the next. So coming through onto that lateral gastroc, the outside of my calf muscle. So I find this in runners always less painful. Cyclists, it's usually the outside. Coming down the gastroc here rather than down that peroneus longus there. That's pretty good though. That feels okay. But that all feels absolutely fine. I could probably whack that right up to a 6. I'm really pushing into that now. It's quite nice. It's good. I like it. Also not pulling on any hairs, as you can see. Got a few. So you can adjust that kind of power and speed based on where you're using it. It's nice. That feels good. So I thought I'd do a follow-up on the massage gun video whilst I was out enjoying some beautiful scenery out on the kayak with Jess. So we've just pulled up to a nice little beach and we're going to have a coffee. So how are my legs feeling? They are feeling pretty good. Have to admit, the massage gun really is quite similar to a sports massage. So the particularly sore area that I had yesterday was my calf on my, as I said, just doing the right leg. And today it feels exactly the same as if I'd had a sports massage. It's quite sore. It's not tight, but it's just really sore. So there's going to be more of a test, I think, maybe tomorrow to see how that actually unfolds. Quads are feeling good. The right side definitely feels better than the left today. And as I say, this is not, by far, is not a really high quality study at all, but it's just an indication as to how I respond to the use of a massage gun and really about this video, whether it is really worth buying one. So far, I think, again, if you've got that spare cash, it's something that might feel good to have around. Is it essential? I'm still going to say absolutely not. If you're looking at this thinking, well, I just can't afford that, you are not going to be losing out. You really, really aren't. I haven't used any massage or massage guns or foam rollers for the last probably 5 to 7 years, and I've not worried once. but is it a good adjunct? Can you benefit in terms of how you feel? Possibly. So that's where I'm at the moment. Wind's picking up a little bit here. It's beautiful, however, still. So I'm going to go and enjoy a little bit more kayaking. Not sure where the dog is. She's still enjoying it as well. I'll see you in a bit of a further follow-up. Right, so this is the final section of my massage gun review featuring the Hydragun. So in this final section, I want to cover my final thoughts, my overview of whether or not I think you need one of these, whether you'll benefit from one of these, and really at the end of this, hopefully you'll be able to make up your own mind on what you want to do in terms of your ownership of a massage gun. First and foremost, I would just think it's important to note that Hydragun itself, this product is incredibly well made. As I say, I'm not being paid to say any of this. Yes, they've sent me one, but they told me I can be honest, and I'm going to be honest. This is really, really well put together. I think you'd get years of use out of it potentially. I think if you're traveling around the world doing triathlons or marathons, etc., or just around the country and you're traveling a lot, this would travel well and would last. It feels nice to use. It's got a soft grip. It's not, there's nothing rattling in there. It's, good quality materials. It's simple as well. So your dial on the back there where you've got your on button and your different levels and your battery indicator, nice and easy to charge. Quite clear there. It's quick to charge and it's easy to use. You've got a range of different attachments, a variety, some others. This one here, that's a pretty good one. I quite like that one. So you can see that it's got some bobbly bits. It's firm plastic and it's curved, and I find that really nice on the muscles. So yeah, all in all, as a product, it's a good one and it feels well made. We come on to, did it make a difference? Yeah, I did feel a difference. In terms of just muscle soreness, I felt like I could reduce a bit of that soreness with this massage gun. So that's about, all the good stuff. Right, would I have one? Would I buy one? I don't think so, to be quite honest. Now, and it leads on to the fact that, do you have to have one of these to be a better runner? Absolutely not. And the reason I'm saying that is because I'm really keen for those of you who are watching this who think, I can't really afford one, you mustn't feel like you have to have one. Standing on the start line, you are no better runner with one of these than you are without. You're not more likely to get a PB with this. What it does do is it means that after that race, you're likely to be able to get a bit more comfort quite quickly with a bit of self-treatment with this. Can you get that from a sports massage? Absolutely. Is this better than sports massage? I doubt it. For some, yes, maybe it might be, but I don't think so. I think you can't discount human contact and touch and interaction, which this obviously doesn't give you. It's very convenient. You obviously don't have to book an appointment, but it's still quite expensive. This is an expensive product. So do you need it? No. Is it nice to have? Yes. That really is the crux of this. And I think this goes for an awful lot of what we call adjuncts in treatment, recovery. Are they essential? No. Are they nice to have? Potentially. Some people will benefit more from this than others. Some people might use it and think, doesn't make any difference at all to me. Some people might use it and think, wow, that is absolutely amazing. I got, a lot of relief from that. It's individual and personal. So on that note, if before you buy one, try and borrow one. Try and find someone who's got a massage gun and think, okay, let's just give it a go. Do some hard sessions. Does it make your life feel more comfortable when you go to work? Are you sitting there in slightly less pain after a really hard session? If you're thinking about a brand to get, I'd say the Hydragun is probably the best quality massage gun that I've come across. I think, to be fair, I've probably handled and picked up the majority of the brands that are out there, a good 5 or 6 of them anyway, of the common ones, and this is by far the best. So if you're going to buy one and you can afford it, I would recommend, the Hydragun is a good option for you. There are others out there, and there are cheaper ones out there. Are they as good? I don't know, will they last as long? Maybe not, likely not. So, you know, got to think about how long do you want this thing to last. So that's it really. Hopefully that's been useful to you and it's given you a well-rounded, kind of balanced viewpoint on these things from someone who's not trying to sell you it, who wants to give you good information. As with all of the videos I'm doing, I'm trying to bring you this running content from a physiotherapist point of view, from a runner's point of view, to you runners, to say this is kind of what it really is all about. And the massage guns, the crux of it is they're not essential, they don't make masses of difference, but they can potentially reduce some muscle soreness after hard sessions and after races. That's the crux of it. So hopefully that's been of use. I'm going to continue putting these videos out. Again, as if you've got any ideas, if you've got any comments on this, please put it in the comments below. Any ideas of other videos you want me to cover, any things you're struggling with, let me know in the comments below. As always, hate to say it, but please hit the subscribe button. It really helps. Just share this information out to runners. Don't get anything for doing these videos. I just want to get good quality information out to everyone. I know when I started running, there was nothing out there other than magazines and marketing from brands and companies, and I made some really silly purchases on things I now look back and think I just didn't need that. So hopefully these are going to cut through some of the crap and give you some good quality information and some advice. So hopefully that's been of useful for you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video for more content. If you're enjoying your running, keep enjoying it. If you're not, check out my video on getting your running mojo back. And if you're hopefully, whether you're enjoying your running alongside your swimming and your cycling, or whether you're enjoying the trails, the mountains, or the tarmac, whatever it is, keep on it, keep at it, and enjoy your running. I'll see you in the next video, everyone. Take care.